And now it's like we have Pango, we've got Nature's Prophet Tiny. Like it's, hopefully, for everyone watching, it's an aggressive Tundra. It's not a AFK farm for 50 minutes, you know. It was rough to watch for this many months in a row, but maybe this is some new age Tundra where they crossed a river for once.
Well, let's see what Tundra's plan is going to be. Some things never changed, probably unfortunately for 33 on the Enigma. Not going to be an easy game for him to do the cool black holes.
No, for sure. It's going to be a little bit annoying, pre-BKB of course. After that, once he picked up the BKB, he's pretty good to go to some degree, so he's going to be happy there. So
there's a hope, there's a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance. And just to give context, all right, so with the patch, reinforced units take 10% less damage, right? So here is like Enigma with their summons. A reinforced unit is like a tower, a melee barracks, a catapult, right? The siege creep. So like basically objective pressure was nerfed in the patch.
Oh, hang on. I think we got a bit of first blood action going on here. Snaking. He's going to get glimpsed back by Chu. And he'll slowly but surely be going down, DM.
Oh, he's got a Fairy Fire, Chief.
I mean, DM's going to be able to throw his hammer out in a few seconds again.
This is
nice,
pretty awkward.
Out the rocket barrage. He's got another hammer. What? Oh, he doesn't want to go for it. Look.
Does he want to use like?
It's not worth it.
Half his mana.
Keep chasing. You're like, you know what? I'm going to let you live.
And now Snaking's top lane with like 4 tangos, no salve. Doesn't have the the gold to do it. So that's a bit awkward. Yeah, a bit awkward.
All right. Well, let's check out some of these lanes. We've got mid BZM rocking the Death Prophet here against Nine's Pango. Anything exciting going on in this matchup, T?
This is the type of matchup where Death Prophet should be able to farm quite nicely, and it's more how does OG unlock Death Prophet to eventually take the tower? Because Pango with assistance can kill Death Prophet. If Pango rotates, Death Prophet just naturally moves through mid, takes tier 1 tower with Exo, or he puts it to like half HP. So this is always a mid matchup, which is like, how do the teams respond? Do they try and kill Death Prophet? Do they just ignore it and kill everything else? But for sure, I think BZM should be very comfortable with this matchup.
Sure, and talk to me sort of about how the two carries are going to match up this game. Of course, two heroes that we've been seeing a lot of over the previous patch as well. Of course, Skeeter on the safe lane, Nature's Prophet, and Yuragi on the Naga Siren. How do you sort of see these two go head-to-head in terms of what they want to achieve in a game and how they want to try and win a game? And how do you sort of rate the supporting cast that both of these carries have this game?
It always feels with this matchup about pacing. Like Nature's Prophet was insanely good at the Major and the DPC tours, and it's because you kind of go like Midas, Maelstrom, BKB, and you're always like, every item you buy, you feel like you can just enter a fight with some confidence and just offset. Whilst Naga, it's like, I'm farming, and then eventually you just ultimately outscale, but it takes you quite some time.
Tiger was trying to get a bit of a primal spring onto Skeeter there, but he quickly says no, takes down the trees, makes some treants.
Very nice.
He's going to have to be a little sneakier next time if he wants to try and get that jump. Mid lane 9, it's been left pretty low, but Bottle is on its way out. And both water runes are ready, should be able to make his way over for one of them. Not getting any support movement towards the mid at the moment, so 9 should be able to get the refill top.
Yep. And of course, because Nature's Prophet's playing the safe lane, he's not going to send his trees all the way down to bot rune, so 9 just takes the top rune.
Yeah.
Like these are the small plays they could potentially make if they had a different laning setup, but yeah, for now, just going to lock themselves into lane. BZM very much happy with this top lane. DM. I feel like when you're playing this Dawnbreaker Monkey King, this is not the type of lane that like muscles up and just like crushes, especially when you have like treants to help this the Gyrocopter feel stronger. So yeah, this Nature's Prophet very much going to be free farming, not the aggression that maybe OG was expecting to maybe provide in this offlane.
Sure, yeah, we're certainly seeing that. It's going to be definitely out of the cores, the slowest start for DM.
They're pulling every wave, mate. Like they've just not conceded the lane, but it's more like, okay, you farm, but we'll farm. Because for OG at least, it's like their timings boil around this Death Prophet. Like Naga isn't going to suddenly leave lane and join the fight, right? So it's when Death Prophet is online and needs help, they need to make sure they have a supporting cast to enable it. Like, can she cushion the early damage of the Pangolier, the Swashbuckle, the roll? And it's like, you need your Dawn, your Monkey King to have levels to be able to provide that. So OG just respect their kind of early, like, kind of exit laning phase timing. So it's like, don't play the lane, do your thing.
I'll see them be able to step up and look for a kill attempt onto Saxa. The glimpse back's there, but he's got the Fairy Fire at the ready. Not quite enough illusions still alive to keep punching into him, so Saxa's fine.
But no one's dying, man. It's like, everyone's on like the edge of death, but no one's dying. And if you're Tundra, you're hoping for at least some type of kill. Like there's a lot of tossback plays in the bot lane with this Tiny into multiple Eidolons. Like there are kill opportunities, but it's going to be a pretty farm central game to start this one off.
Oh, for sure. So far, a bit of a overall gold lead here for OG, already reaching around the full 1,000 at 4 minutes. And the mid lane definitely proven to be that tough matchup that you'd expect here for 9 on the Pango. 28 for 9 against him. You know, getting massively out-farmed in this 1v1.
I gotta double check Tiger's pubs. Let's see if he's doing anything spicy. So in his pubs, at least on his Monkey King, he goes for Orbital Corrosion, then he goes Diffusal Blade into BKB Basher. So he, really goes quite aggressive with his itemization. Not like the old school Monkey Kings that might go for like the Atos or an Orchid or something along those lines. He is.
Oh, hit 9. Did swashbuckle in aggressively to get some of the creeps here.
Ooh.
And he's got the Fairy Fire, but the Crypt Swarm will get him. BZM completely dominating this mid lane. And now the tier 1 tower is going to take a bit of a beating. He's had this incredibly fast level 6, 33 for 10, complete free farm in the mid DP. Now this tower is going to start taking some damage. What do you do about this, Tundra? Do you just have to sort of let this happen, or are you bringing anyone over?
I mean, this feels horrendous right now for Tundra.
Look at Death Prophet start.
It's a level 2 Gyrocopter. What's he going to do to the level 6? Like, at best, he throws out a cheeky rocket, and in bot lane, 33 is getting aggressed on. And this is why you're not seeing Tundra really, kind of protect the mid lane right now.
Tiger!
His tree got cut again, all right? Like, poor guy.
All right.
But like, minute 5...
BZM's going to be like, Mum, Tiger, this was going fine.
I thought you said mum for a second. Mum!
I was going to say my man. But,
keeps cutting my tree,
BZM's going to be like, bro, just don't commit again. I got this.
Yeah.
He nearly got the tower. I mean, you saw how low it got there.
He's denying it.
All right, tower off the map here. 5.5 minutes in. Very early minute of the match for Tundra to lose that mid-tier 1.
Oof. I mean, we had like the 6-minute tower in the Pug in the game in the first series, the 5-minute one in this game. Like, again, to be clear, you're getting a little bit of pressure on him, but like these Death Prophet Pango matchups, normally you throw a support to gank mid or double support rotation at like minute 4 or 5, just to put a little bit of fear into Death Prophet. But because Disruptor's putting a lot of pressure in this safe lane, because Dawnbreaker's just skipping waves the entire time, like Tundra didn't really have a way to bring supports here. So yeah, so far OG entry to this game, completely slaughtering Niners. Once again, he's just getting completely chased down.
And he's going to fall very low here to the damage of the Siphon. Obviously, diving the tier 2 is a bit risky, but Tiger's easy. He still wants to keep going, tries to get some sort of vision or setup if if they were able to find 9 hiding in the trees. But 9's able to make it around the tier 2 and back to safety. But still, this is going to be a slow start for 9 on the Pango.
Man, and for Tundra, like this Pango, he's the hero that unlocks the Gyro, the Tiny to feel better in the game, to give Nature's Prophet the target to TP on to take the fight. Like, if these things don't occur, especially with the, the 10% less damage on buildings from Eidolons, like all these small things, Tundra will feel like they're already slipping into the state of, we just gotta farm, boys.
See what they can do here down bottom, OG. Kinetic field to control Saxa. Tiger around as well, offers up the boundless and the jump here to offer that extra bit of control. They will manage to take Saxa down. They did need to do this because, with how good the mid lane's going for OG, the side lanes, Tundra, they're pretty happy. 33 is getting all the farm that he wants down bottom. And of course, as we touched upon earlier, Skeeter, he's loving life up top.
Yeah, completely free farm. And that's going to be the real question for Tundra. How do they unlock this Nature's Prophet to feel good in the game? He's not gone for Midas. Of course, if you look at his quick buy, he's just going treads into Maelstrom. I think he's respecting the fact that the game is a bit difficult. Of course, if he goes for the traditional build, everyone's going to be farming for too long. And we haven't mentioned it yet, but Chu, his skill build, I love it. I love to see the fact that Disruptors nowadays, they don't always go for Thunderstrike. He's applying so much pressure just with having the low cooldown on the Glimpse. He's, just pretty much given like no playability for Tundra to leave this lane.
Let's see what BZM's move is going to be next. Of course, he's well and truly dominated the mid area of the map. Exorcism's back up. I mean, where would you imagine he's going to look towards next? Is he going to stick around this mid lane until he gets his next item, or one of these
Go for 9 again, mate. Why not?
Yeah, 9's definitely the one he wants to find. See if 9's got any way out of this. He's up to the high ground, but Tiger, good control as well, making sure that there's no escape for this poor old Pango as 9 goes down again.
I mean, Tiger's just an absolute menace right now. Like, he pulled 2 or 3 waves top, and then since then, DM's been just left by himself. It's why we're seeing this disparity between Nature's Prophet and Dawnbreaker. He's just soloing the off lane. But because of Tiger, he's gone to bot lane, he's killed mid multiple times. This tower falling mid so early, it gives him free passage to just jump from top side of the map to bottom. Yeah, I think Tiger, sure, Death Prophet did great against Pangolier, but Tiger's the one that's really, tightening those, the nails in the coffin.
Oh, for sure. And it definitely makes that sort of top area of the map already feel very claustrophobic, right, for Tundra.
Look at the mini-map. They're like...
Tiger's just going to be watching you. He's going to be sat on a tree. He's going to have vision of what's going on. So Skeeter, he's lucky to find the camps that he does find here to get the farm in the jungle. And now, as it is, you've even got to deal with BZM sniping them with a Grip Swarm.
Oh, Tiger Boss, I don't think you want to jump down there.
Uh-oh, he's going to jump underneath a pretty scary-looking gyrocopter. As Tiger, he's actually going to have backup coming in. As DM will jump across.
Oh, the swash, no!
And Tiger's going to be able to step out of this one. They keep him alive. They'll now turn over towards 9. 9, he's dead again. As OG proving that this jungle, 9 minutes in of Tundra's, it's very much not Tundra's. OG very much in control of that area of the map.
Incredibly awkward. And then, yeah, Tiger, he survives and he gets a D-ward on top of that. Like, just everything for OG right now is just working out.
They're going to take another tier 1 tower up here, and especially with 9 having as rough a start as he has, even though he's up in 5 seconds, I don't know if it's going to be appealing showing up to this.
Oh, look, BZM's at boot camp as well. I just realized he doesn't have to do his homework. I mean, he still has to do his homework, but like he doesn't have to suddenly go to school. So that's actually quite a big buff for them. He can focus on the dotes, and yeah, just the way that OG have been playing right now is just, you know, take mid tower, occupy jungle, DM of course, you're pulling these top waves, you get this free XP.
Oh, here we go, maybe Tundra can find something here, Uragi.
It's just snaking by himself, though.
It is actually just snaking. There's nobody else here, so Uragi is going to be more than happy with the fact that snaking sort of turned up. Gave away a bit of a kill slash assist here towards the two of them.
Yeah, Chu, he just never left lane on 5. He just always stuck it out, ensured that Uragi wasn't going to get aggressed on by any quick rotation or anything, and yeah, he just protecting the jungle. No, and so far, OG, the entry to this game is just extremely clean. It's now, how do they utilize Death Prophet in a fashion that makes the game feel harder for Tundra? Because you take mid tower, you take top tower, but the rest of your heroes don't suddenly sweep the map and find kills, right? It's like DP plus Monkey, and that's it. And then maybe Dawn jumps in. So OG, they've done great, but like now it's like they probably need to stabilize their game, not look for the cheap kills, farm up a bit, because if they do, they'll probably fall victim to Tundra bringing in 5 heroes, plus some Enigma mech and everything. So this is now an awkward part of the game. OG can't just keep looking for the fight.
Let's see how they decide to move it forward from here. Chu just managed to hit the 6, so ready to make a play with a static storm. TP's over to mid and he has the smoke immediately ready. Him and Tiger, they'll look to make a jump. See if they can back up maybe any sort of attracted movements towards BZM. We'll show mid for now. There's a lot of members of Tundra here though, so it might not be as simple for OG as they would hope for. It's going to be the glimpse back onto 9. They'll try and isolate Snaking, take out the easier kill. They'll get it. 9 managed to get the rolling thunder off over towards Chu, and backups on its way from DM. Comes flying across the map, ready to help, but 33, he's ready to turn. Drops down the Midnight Pulse of the Malefice, making it hard for DM to pull himself out of this. The final tree thrown out by Saxa takes him down. Tundra, they'll be able to react there to that very aggressive move from OG.
Yeah, I honestly didn't expect OG to try and make these plays, especially because like DM, he's jumping on his Disruptor to try and keep him alive. They're always trying to make like the small plays to try and turn fights that don't feel too good, but yeah, Tundra, when they're under pressure, they're naturally going to just move towards each other to make sure if these opportunities arise, they turn it around, they take the fight, and that's how Tundra will get themselves back into this game, making sure they farm, yeah, just kind of holding each other's hands.
9, maybe seeing if he can set something up as he spies on Uragi here in the tree line. Uragi will be able to read the fact that so many are off the map and gets out of there. Doesn't want to mess around with 9 sneaking around potentially.
Just had to double check what the Greaves nerf was, and it is, you get less
it's the armor,
bonus
it's the
regen and
bonus,
armor, yeah. It's like 18.5 to 14.5, you know, 10 to 8. Like
it's still a good item.
It's still a good item, yeah.
14.5 is better than 0.
Yeah, yes.
You still want that amongst the team, and indeed 33, very close to having it, right? Just a few hundred off his recipe. So yeah, Greaves will be online soon, and then it's going to be even harder for OG to make those types of moves that they were attempting for just now. So they stepped into Tundra's half of the map.
Yeah.
Tundra definitely shaping up to have the answers to these moves OG may make, but at the same time, with the way that last move made, maybe we'll see OG sort of play it a bit safer, or at least be a little less reckless with those sort of moves.
Ooh, I just forgot, yeah, because of Radiance, you know, it costing, you know, less gold now, we get to see some Manta Radiance Naga back. Ooh, it's been quite a hot minute since we've had that one. I don't know if I'm excited or not.
I was going to say, is that exciting?
I mean, I'm a support player, so it's kind of like I'm excited through the tiers in which I will have to deal with this in pubs, you know, in a week's time. But no, yeah, again, overall, it's going to stabilize.
See if we can go for a bit of a solo play on a snaking here. To keep him controlled in the Wukong's command, they'll be able to have choose control. with the glimpse back to make sure that Snaking gets taken out.
It's just a bit deep there, to be fair. No, I think Tundra, though, the reason why they don't feel too uncomfortable right now, it's like, when they get to around 16 minutes, Sax will have Blink, you're going to have this Shard and Gyrocopter. Like, the damage that Tundra can provide, even if they've had a bad game, as long as they have levels, they will have turnaround plays to make.
Nice move there from Tiger, making sure his lad BZM's able to grab that haste rune. No Treants are going to be denying that rune today.
Yeah, like 1,000 gold away from BKB as well, so BZM, he's really going to want to try and make a decisive fight soon.
He's still huge. Yeah. This Death Prophet is absolutely terrifying. You know, she will be coming for your towers.
Oh, okay. 33 actually opted to change up. He didn't go for the Greed.
Oh, he didn't finish it up?
No, he's going for a Vlad's.
All right, well, maybe the nerf did sort of come into account there when he was making that decision. His build up this game. Bottom, 9. He's going to get trapped in the Static Storm. Nothing that Tundra are able to do to help him out in that situation as 9 gets caught out. We'll see 33 hiding in the trees, but Tiger's found him. Can BZM get the ghosts out? DM's going to be ready to jump across to help out as well. 33 back under the tower in time. Snaking dropped the cooldown in an attempt to slow the chase from OG, but BZM still tempted to go in deep. Passes the tier 1 tower. Saxa will be able to toss him back. Further TPs coming in as well from Tundra. So OG, they won't be able to dive any further, and they've got no creeps really to work with. So all things said and done, Tundra, they're going to be happy with the fact that this exorcism from BZM is not going to be able to achieve anything more than this.
Yeah, and that's the glimpse of hope for Tundra in the future fights, right? It's if they are in position to utilize the toss back, the damage from Pango and Gyrocopter, like, they have the ways to punish the aggression of OG. Of course, BKB comes out, that'll, you know, be mitigated, but I think for OG, in the back of their minds, like, they've had 2 plays now where it's like they invade top side of jungle, they get punished a bit. They try and go bottom, they lose the chopper, they don't get the kill. So OG need to make sure they don't kind of get too carried away with this playstyle, because Tundra will find a moment to get into this game, and of course, this technically is a 4v5. Like, we've not had to see Uragi do anything. Sure, he's got 2 assists to his name, but he's already got Mad to complete.
He's going to be able to rip Tiger completely off his tree, throw him back into the clutches of 9 and Snaking.
It's a kill streak too, boss. It's like quite some gold going the way of 9 there as well. He's got Diffusal Blade. Whoa. I have not seen this on a Pangolier. This is some patch stuff, by the way, most likely. He's treads BKB. That's his quick buy right now. Like, if he commits to that, that is simply just because this shard obviously doesn't have his... You can't use it whilst they're rooted up and stuff, so sure. Doesn't have the dispel. I
mean, I guess this could have been one of those games where even before that change would still be an option, considering you're playing against Static Storm and the AoE silence.
For sure, for sure.
You got to have something to see yourself outside your abilities. Bottom. See Tundra trying to get a fight going near the OG tier 2 tower. 9 going in pretty deep here with the combo to try and take down Chu, but Chu's going to get healed up, turns with the Static Storm. They will lose DM. Skeeter attempting to TP out, and he'll make it away. BZM, not enough damage to be done before he's away from this.
Oh no!
Black hole, but he's not going to catch anyone at all. And it also immediately gets put to a stop there by the silence. Gets dragged back as well by the glimpse. 33 trying to make his way through the tree line, but surely OG will keep their sights set on him, and they will. They'll take him down. Now look to jump in for more. Snaking desperately trying to bring down Chu. They will manage to get the Disruptor, but they may lose more for this because BZM's still fighting fit.
Let's get his back, get his back.
Let's back in the swashbuckle. In fact, with Skeeter's presence, they're turning this fight in their favor, Tundra. BZM have to BKB TP out because the cleanup was really starting to happen there with 9 and Skeeter being able to swing back in. And off the back of that, Tundra, they'll be the ones to finish off a tier 2 tower. And this is the first tier 2 tower going down this game. So despite a bit of a struggle at the start, Tundra, they're pushing back just as hard, if not harder. And Saxa
back in again.
He's going to look for BZM. I mean, he knows BZM's BKB is on cooldown after
he's used
earlier TP out. Oh, he did? Oh, well, that's going to be a little unfortunate for him. DM jumps in with the ultimate. We'll see if DM can find something in return. He will get Saxa. 9's got stick charges at the ready, though. 9's still good to go. He's going to get helped out by the Boundless Strike. The Nature's Wrath comes crashing through. DM goes down.
One by one.
Crashing through. Comes through 9 as well with a shield crash. Takes out Chu. As Tundra, they'll bring it out to 12-12. And indeed, some painful moments there for OG. And as you say, BZM gets caught without his BKB and then decides to try and fight back with the Exorcism at minuscule HP. He's out and he's got no ult when he comes back to.
And the speed in which they made those plays.
And right? Straight to Roshan.
Exactly. It's like, you have OG trying to make these plays, they see a whiffed black hole, they think it's an opportunity to go for it, and just that chase down, I think fundamentally, Skidder surviving, you know, Enigma walked in, got the mech off, gave him that extra little bit of, you know, assistance. He got to then TP back in at the tail end of the fight, and the fact that, you know, BZM, he didn't have the EXO, he didn't have the he didn't use BKB, like, it was at the very end of the fight he started using those spells, so it's very difficult for OG to actually capitalize on the whiffed black hole, and I mentioned it before, right, Tundra, like, even though they're down, they're aligning themselves to a very aggressive moment in the game where it's like they just need a shard or they just need like that one 1500 gold item and then they're ready. Like sure they don't have the net worth at that moment in time, but with levels these heroes are insanely good.
Absolutely, yeah. Tundra fighting very, very strong there, and now certainly have the better hold on the game. See, OG try and catch out Skeeter. Catch him with a glimpse back. He's got backup coming in.
Oh, he's very dead.
But indeed, there's no way out of this. Kinetic Field and Static Storm played down onto him. Skeeter will get punished. A well-needed punch back there from OG as they find the enemy carry lingering in the jungle. Will be Tiger's Diffusal Blade done. So some more aggressive potential unlocked now for the support Monkey King.
What's that? So he is hunting in the top side of the map. Don't know if you're even going to be able to kill off DM though. He has Greaves, Casual Cloak. He's trying to complete the pipe as well. Yeah, DM fully subscribing to the let me enable the lads. He'll probably even go Ags down the line as well. Because like you get jumped, you throw in the healing of a Dawnbreaker, you throw in the healing of like a Naga Shard as well.
Saxa! He's been good with these catches and he'll keep them coming. Just does get the toss back onto DM, but as you say, with the items, DM a little too much for the rest of Tundra to want to commit into, especially underneath the still standing tier 1 tower up on this top lane. Full hood now, so DM, you're going to be even tougher to take down. 33, finish off the Wraith Pact.
Really happy to see that Wraith Pact hasn't been nerfed, Smile. Yeah, it's still a very good item, especially when you, like, sure, there's going to be some, maybe you got like the Naga Illusion or something, but like you don't have a very clean way of killing it off, especially if you place it in a position where you have to reveal yourself to then get jumped by the Tiny and stuff. So it's kind of like it's a very good information gatherer when you throw down the Wraith Pact. On top of that, of course, you are mitigating a lot.
See Uragi himself start to set up a bit of action. He's got his eyes on 33, but 33 will turn with the Black Hole straight away, though Tiger with the Boundless Strike puts a stop to the ultimate of the Enigma. It's OG now get the kill. They'll be able to walk away without Tundra managing to get a catch onto any of them. And Roshan is back up. BZM is ready to pop the ghost and head into this one, because with 33 down, OG, they feel pretty confident that Tundra's not going to be able to make any sort of move over it.
Yeah, the perfect pick-off for OG. Like, you kill off the Enigma, he wastes Black Hole on top of that, and then it allows you to instantly get the Roshan. Uragi, he's, what, 300 gold away? Actually, no, sorry, 500? No, okay, yeah, 300 gold, close, including the Roshan gold. So he's like 300 gold away from Radiance now. And, yeah, so nice quick move there from OG. Honestly, a little bit surprising from Tundra. They, after quite a nice bounce back into the game, they kind of got a little bit relaxed and allowed for that kind of tenacity of OG to seep into the game once again. For Tundra, it just feels like they're just farming up on every hero. Whenever I look at heroes, like they're farming jungle, they're doing this. Like you're not seeing that traditional support tank, the smoke. You know, it's just everyone hit creeps, and then eventually a core will say, "I'm ready," and then they'll make a play. And that is going to be, even with the Aegis, you could argue it's relatively soon. BKB complete on Nature's Prophet, BKB soon complete on Pangolier. Like, as long as you can kite out the Exo and look for that secondary engagement, Tundra should be able to thrive in some of these longer fights, but they just need to find the opportunity to bait out these spells, and that's where it's on OG to be decisive with how they engage.
Tiger has got eyes on Saxa and Uragi. He's more than happy to get involved in some action whilst he has this Aegis. Saxa with the blink, but Tiger is ready to set up for him. He's in with the slow of the Diffusal Blade, and Uragi try and step outside of the Avalanche. Does still get caught by the Avalanche, but it doesn't matter. His illusions are gone. Him and Tiger still able to take the kill.
Oh, Radiance is online. Look at his net worth skyrocket soon.
Oh, for sure. I mean, because you would feel at this point, this is where Tundra, they're really going to want to try and force the fight, right? Because if you sit back and let the minutes pass, this Naga Siren's going to outfarm everybody.
Yeah, I feel like for Tundra at least, this game will get difficult due to the fact that they conceded the first Roshan so easily, especially with an Enigma.
Top. Go for the pickup on the BZM, but he has BKB at the ready.
Just want to bait it out. Bait it out.
They should be able to. He's getting very, very low. We'll put the BKB DM, jumping in with the Solar Guardian. They actually might be able to get aggressive onto Skeeter. No, just kidding. Skeeter will just happily stand his ground. He's got the backup with 33, snaking a 9 and 9 with Rolling Thunder. He's ready to chase DM down. Tiger's still watching for the trees. Same to be said for BZM, see if they can get back in on this, but 9's actually able to catch BZM in the tree line as well. Uragi dodging out the Rolling Thunder from 9, but another connection over towards BZM is going to cause a lot of trouble for this Death Prophet, as there's no further escape available for BZM. BZM gets taken out. Saxa on the side's caught Chu. The Song of the Siren comes out just in time from Uragi to save Chu. But still, 2 down on OG. As Tundra, they're able to punish and they're able to push. Straight down the top lane they come. They'll take the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they got to do, right? I mentioned this idea of poking the fight and waiting to truly find that engagement. And BZM, he understands that he's pretty tanky, but he waits so long to use BKB in the hope to not have to use it, that then the fight then becomes awkward and dragged out long enough that Tundra once again are able just to continue poking down OG in a position where OG, if they were together, you could argue they could be the aggressors. So much AoE damage there, they have to respect it.
See here, Tundra, they still want to keep the fight going. Sax gets the toss back onto Chu, but Chu will be able to lay down the Static Storm on top of 9. 9's caught, he's taken out. They'll lose Chu, 30 route 3 with the Black Hole. He's caught Tiger, there's nothing to put a stop to the Black Hole this time, as 33 will be able to successfully control and take down the Monkey King. Quick toss back onto Uragi. OG, they're desperately attempting to chase Skeeter and 33 in this situation. Uragi's a little low, but he's still got that Aegis here for 2 minutes, so he's happy to go down the ones. And he's actually still alive. He's keeping the Aegis safe. Finally, he'll fall. Skeeter attempted to stand his ground. BKB's at the ready, but the physical damage is too much. He goes down. Uragi and BZM, they're looking for the cleanup here. They'll run down Saxa. Saxa, has he got any options? He tried for a TP out, I believe, there, but he gets caught by the net. He goes down. It's a team wipe T. As actually, no, I didn't try for the TP news there for sure. But those sort of fights there, I mean, we just had the buyback from Uragi, but that's all it took. Outside of that, OG able to just turn and just chase Tundra out of that situation. As soon as they knew the Black Hole was used, it felt like they realized there was nothing more that they needed to feel threatened by.
Yeah, just to make sure it was Tiger with the buyback.
Yeah, Tiger.
Okay. You said Uragi.
No, I did.
Did you say Uragi? Did I mishear you? I don't know. Okay. Well, just in case, because I thought I heard Uragi, okay. I was panicking. Tiger, yeah. I was like looking at the little. I was like, what? I'm pretty sure he had Aegis, but no. Okay.
Maybe I just. I don't know. I thought.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're kind of old, It's fine. It's all good. So anyway, yeah, for OG at least, they trade off the Aegis. They get some more kills. Sure, they use one Tiger buyback, but it's like,
yeah.
I think
they
again
get a lot from that.
Like they gain a lot, but for OG, I think they're kind of learning in each engagement. They need to be decisive. When they see a fight, they need to localize it. They need to take that engagement in the moment. Otherwise, they will just get poked and prodded and slowly whittled down where BKBs fall off, and that's where Tundra will thrive. And like, you look at Chu. He's a +5 disruptor. Straight away going for Axe.
I mean,
he's not messing around.
Move,
like,
yeah.
And I respect that. Like, he needs it, especially against the Pangolier with the BKB. Like, he needs to just go for an item to also surprise that potential Nigma. Like, all these heroes buying BKB. So I love the fact that Chu is just being extremely greedy.
Talking about surprise, Tundra. They're out onto the map with the smoke. Snaking. And 9 and Saxa, seeing what they can find. Skeeter's also around, of course. Backup is necessary. 9, he's actually going to play split for the team. Maybe see if we can sort of bait some sort of attention from OG. OG, they're playing very safe right now. 4 of them underneath the tier 2 mid. They know that something's going on here from Tundra. Be able to scout it out as well here with the push out of the Radiance Illusion. Now, of course, with the Heart Taras done as well. Uragi, very, very beefy.
Beefy, but still killable. Like, of course, we're going...
They find the real Naga Siren.
Like, going for Radiance, it enables your farm speed, your poking annoyance with your illusions, but of course it doesn't give you HP, so therefore, like, you're now trading, where if this was like an older Naga...
Saxa just got DM's Courier, and that added gem on, ladies and gentlemen, so that's a free gem for Tundra.
That's a big pick.
I mean, that hurts. That hurts big time. It's a close match, but little things like that, well, it's not that little.
There's a tree on the low ground.
Oh, Tiger! He's been caught outside of the base. And he's gone. We'll see DM jump in with the Solar Guardian, but Tiger, of course, he's out for 75 seconds with the fact that he pulled back for the last fight. PZM committed with the Exorcism. Skeeter wants the BKB, stands his grounds, loops back onto Snaking as he will be the one that gets caught in the Static Storm. 33 stands his ground with the Black Hole. He's locked down BZM. BZM's out of the game. Saxa gets the toss back onto Uragi. That's Uragi gone, and he hasn't got buyback. He's out for 50 seconds. Tundra, they take down 3, they're ready to push to the high ground T.
They just got absolutely destroyed. Like, Tundra have just an abundance of damage. They have their BKB timings. They find the Monkey King, and like OG, their lineup is like cute, it's quirky. They gotta be, quicker on the map, but the way that Tundra just grouped up as 5 and just A-clicks down lanes, this is refreshing to see, by the way, from Tundra. Like, it took them maybe like, probably since TI, I've not seen like this level of aggression. It's normally a more methodical game, but this is methodical aggression at least. So
it is. It's
good to see.
So we're getting some good fights from both teams, but so far, yeah, Tundra overall, the way that they sort of kind of push and pull in these team fights has definitely been that little bit superior to OG so far.
I mean, for OG at least, like when you look at their heroes, all of their setup is like soft setup, right? It's like kinetic field, it's ensnare, then you got like some Monkey King stun. Like outside of that, how do you actually localize a fight? And that's why these BKBs, the speed in which Tundra have itemized to be just strong, is now forcing OG to be in an uncomfortable position. It's like they really need Chu to complete this axe, to have any kill threat, unless Tundra are just like misplaying or overextending. So I think, yeah, Tundra did this. Even though OG were playing incredibly well in the early game, they just identified a clear timing where their draft would fall off if they aren't able to capitalize on certain moments.
Saxa.
It's a cliff wall.
He's going to be able to throw Tiger straight off the cliff. And well, that's a dead Monkey King. The rest of OG, they'll be nowhere to be seen. They don't want to take a part in this bit of an engagement, whatever it was. I mean, next time done here for 33, he's going to be able to pick up that ether lens. A bit more reach on the black hole potential. I mean, already we've seen some good potential from him. At 33, last few fights, he's definitely been able to set up a, sort of the guaranteed kill on one of OG's heroes. So at the end of the day, you've got to expect that somebody's going to get caught by 33 in these fights.
I mean, it's all he has to do. Like, he doesn't need to do some blink or whatever. He might go down the line, but as soon as he picks up BKB, like, there's no deterrent from this from these black holes.
They're taking over tier 2 tower here, Tundra. Really starting to take control of the game. 9k lead. OG, they still have, of course, good farm on Uragi and BZM, but you start to see Skeeter just tower ahead of both of them. This Nature's Prophet, absolutely massive. Some excellent farm picked up across the map, and Skeeter's involvement in the team fights has been absolutely bang on. BKB Satanic done on top of the Gleipnir, and he's well on the way to start going through that Skadi. So he's going to have great damage, he's going to be everywhere, and he's probably going to be harder to kill than the Naga Siren is, if you look at the other side of the map.
A smoke up from OG, like, they are hungry for some engagement.
Yeah.
But, you know, black hole's up in 10 seconds, so most likely they'll be running straight into it.
Tiger, he wants to find 33. We'll get him with a boundless strike. The BKB's at the ready. 33 will step out of the Wukong's command. He'll hold back from this fight for now. Meanwhile, down bottom, Saxa is able to find the jump onto DM. DM was attempting to push out the bottom lane on the hope that he could join the team later for the fight with the Solar Guardian, but Tundra, they make the move as you should, and they go straight for the Dawnbreaker. Snaking, he's out with the TP, same for Skeeter, and in fact, Saxa, he's able to Ogre Seal Totem himself away. So Tundra, they make the move, they get the kill, and they get out.
Yeah, that
Or Tiger, what? Saxa knows that Tiger's got his eyes on him, and Saxa will cancel the TP himself, turn with the Avalanche, and opt for the old-fashioned walk back to base.
And just look at top, like, instant into Roshan. Yeah, Tundra, they're just dragging OG around this map right now. They're not allowing them a single second to make a play.
I mean, it definitely feels like that, right? Tundra, they go for the Dawnbreaker. They get the kill on the Dawnbreaker. OG, they move towards where the kill happened on the Dawnbreaker. They're just pushing and pulling OG all over the place. OG, they're kind of playing into the hands of Tundra at this moment.
So that's the cool thing, though, with Tundra, right? Like, when they see this opportunity, they know Dawnbreaker, he plays like a Spectre, right? She plays like a Spectre. It's like, you play on the other side of the map. So they smoke to kill her, whilst then kind of baiting other heroes to give OG hope that they can find a better engagement to utilize Dawn to jump in. So, yeah, Tundra just understanding the map so beautifully that they can just drag OG around and...
Oh, Tiger.
He's probably going to fall here.
I mean, Saxa, he has been doing a pretty good job of finding these catches, especially onto poor old Tiger. Tiger will be able to turn with a boundless strike, but Nine still with the Rolling Thunder ready to go. Jumps across and helps take him down again. Yes, Saxa, he's not letting Tiger...
Oh, they found BZM too?
So BZM can get out of this. He has got the BKB TP because 32's got a black hole at the ready.
Is he going to use it? No. Oh,
he's got it. He did wait, but he's got it. It's there to put a stop to the TP. DM will still attempt to save BZM here with the Solar Guardian, but there's no saving BZM as a huge amount of damage comes crashing in from the Nature's Wrath. Now with the Malefice on the DM, they'll look to chase him out as well. They'll go for a very ambitious TP out. It won't be successful. It's more kills for Tundra.
I didn't click on the TP and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's like a second left. Like, he was just teasing BZM there. He was like, you know what? I'm not going to be BKB, but bam, now I'm going to do it. So, yeah, again, there is no map for OG to play. And the map that they can play, it's Naga Illusions. So this is the repercussions. And we were mentioning, like, how quick did OG take over the map, right, in the early game? The mid tower, 5 minutes, top tower, like 10 minutes. Look at the time, 32 minutes 40. Look at the minimap. The only 2 towers that they took were from BZM's early fight. That one move where they smoked up mid with the Disruptor to try and occupy the jungle and they got swatted away by Tundra, that single play just prevented OG to have any kind of forward-thinking momentum pretty much. So, yeah, OG, after a great start, just didn't really find it in their draft to get the fight to Tundra, or at least to stop them from farming on literally every hero.
So for OG now, how do you sort of feel that they've got to... How can they stabilize themselves, especially in these 3 minutes that Skeeter's got the Aegis and they know Tundra's going to be coming for them?
Tell these guys we are ready.
Oh, is this we've got them all muted situation?
Yeah, probably.
No,
yeah.
Nine's got them here.
Yeah.
He knows they're good to go. But yeah, what's the plan now for OG? Where do their strengths lie when they're behind with this sort of lineup? What can they look to make moves around?
It's difficult because, okay, realistically it's just Chu, right? It's like OG needs to smoke up when there's no Aegis to find the entry where Chu's like, surprise, this is my static storm.
I mean, it's the song Static Storm, right?
Yeah. That would be ideal, but Uragi,
he has been found at the start of this. There's the song.
No static storm
Unless
yet.
they want to go for 9. Chu's stepping in. They will. They'll drop the static storm onto 9. And that will indeed allow them to quickly take down the Pangolier. Skeeter's going to come in from the side of the fight, though. Of course, Tundra, 9 alive or not, they still want to maybe find a fight out of this one. Saxa will be unable to Ogre Seal totem up to the high ground as he gets trapped in the kinetic field. So now with 2 down, Tundra, they will certainly make the decision to escape as best as they can. Still going to get the catch over towards 33. He'll go for the BKB TP out. There won't be any sort of ways to put a stop to that. Tundra, they'll lose 2. I mean, that's the potential. If they can do these moves, Song into Static Storm. We've seen it turn around many a game before, T, in the past.
I mean, I feel that's OG's like only play, right? Uragi, of course, in that previous engagement could have potentially held his ensnare to punish the Enigma a bit, but yeah, nevertheless, for Tundra, their entire aggression has been through this like clumping, jumping on top of each other, just brawling OG. And like you mentioned, they have to respect the Song, they have to respect that Chu. Honestly, after what has been quite a weird game, to be able to even farm the Ags quite cleanly throughout that, like that is the lifeline right now.
He didn't even have a Philosopher's Stone this
No, he had the whip for a little bit of time, and then he had a bit of a... I mean, it helps, he hasn't really died too much.
They're going to get the catch on a snaking, but there's going to be backup coming in. Ragi's got to be a bit careful how deep he goes for this one. Yeah, he's hesitant on stepping forward, and if anything, Saxa's going to be able to jump over towards him. Top lane, BZM has top for the TP out, and back over towards the mid. Uragi, he did get brought back here by the play from Saxa, and he'll end up dying close to the tier 2 tower there, Tundra. So Uragi swimming a little too deep there.
Yeah, it's just trying to go for another snaking kill, but you know, killing off a pause 5, it's kind of whatever at this state of the game. So yeah, over aggression from OG.
Tiger's got to be so careful. I feel like Saxa always knows what tree he's on.
He's a Monkey King player. You're allowed to. You got to be spicy when you're playing this hero.
I mean, Saxa's. You know, if he sees him jump anywhere, Saxa's going to be quick to follow up.
Oh, the instant smoke break.
They know these up in somewhere.
Get him!
They check every tree apart.
Wait, they got him in the tree. They threw one.
He's able to jump up to the high ground. We'll get caught by the Malefice and the Gleipnir. He's trying to get the Wukong's command out, and he's got his own BKB done as well. So he'll attempt to walk this off, but Skeeter with the Skadi, he's got enough to take down Tiger. He hasn't. Skeeter's getting a little low himself. Still 45 seconds left on the Aegis. He's healing up with the Satanic. BZM has been caught in the Sprout. DM's jumping over the Solar Guardian, trying to keep BZM alive, but he won't be able to save him in time. BZM goes down. DM also trapped by the constant stuns that Tundra had to throw out upon him. It's Tundra. They'll take the fight. They're more than happy to bring it up to the high ground of the base of OG. Get some pressure onto this mid-tier 3 tower now as well. Maybe even the barracks also. I mean, we've got both DM and BZM down. 46 and 55 seconds. We'll see how they sort of consider playing with their buybacks, but they may just let those towers fall, those barracks fall.
Yeah, he's actually using the reel in.
Reel him in. 33. He's in with a BKB black hole. Jumps in. And that's Uragi down and out for 70 seconds. Same for Tiger. I mean, sometimes you go fishing and it bites back. As that was the case there, as he's got no buyback. They're using the buybacks here on DM and Tiger, but BZM's out of the game. That's a dieback on him. They're falling apart here, T, and indeed they'll tap out. GG is called. Tundra, they'll take this game 1-0.
I mean, it was just a really good game from Tundra. Like, the way that they bounced back from that early aggression, the way that they were able to just find the farm under the threat. I think realistically for OG, they have this lineup.